Chicago today in that late afternoon window. Fascinating game between these two teams. Bears looking for their first win of the season as they play at home. Cowboys put up 40 points last week, and they needed every last one of them. Our research producer, Evan Kaplan, is here to break down some surprising numbers, I think, to a lot of people on just how good Dak Prescott has been.
Absolutely, Grady. And Dak's back from that hamstring injury that caused him to miss the final 9 games last season. And let's start big picture in terms of where Dak is amongst the best quarterbacks in the league. We're talking about touchdown passes per game. Over the last 5 seasons, Dak Prescott just under 2 touchdown passes per game. That is second in the entire NFL, behind only Joe Burrow. He's ahead of Patrick Mahomes. He's ahead of Josh Allen. This is the company that Dak Prescott is keeping. The last 2 seasons, he played at least 16 games, 37 touchdowns in 2021, 36 in 2023. When Dak's on the field, he's finding the end zone. And let's talk about just this season, the first 2 weeks. Dak Prescott, most completions in the NFL, but this is what I want to focus on. Tight window throws. NFL Next Gen defines that as less than 1 yard of separation at the throw outcome. Dak had 9 of those completions in the first 2 weeks, most in the league, but this is the number that I find interesting. 24% of Dak Prescott's attempts have been thrown into those tight windows. The league average 16% in weeks 1 and 2. Now he faces a Bears defense, Greeny. It's allowed the most touchdown passes in the NFL. He's really ripping it through these first 2
Right,
weeks.
so maybe that would suggest he'll have a really big day today. People forget, I think, sometimes that when Dak is healthy, he's about as good as anybody. He was backup, or runner-up, I should say, for the MVP a couple of years ago. So let's bring it over to the guys at the film wall. And so, Alex, those are the numbers on Dak Prescott. They are very impressive. Show us the pictures.
Well, yeah, Dak has been awesome when he's been healthy. But I think this year is even another level. This is the freest and most confident I've seen in Dak Prescott. And I think a lot of this comes back to his head coach and play caller, Brian Schottenheimer. Brian Schottenheimer, extremely aggressive and confident in his offense, and a lot of it's shown up in his quarterback's play. Take a look here to some of the sound of his head coach.
Javonte on touchdown! Yeah! Miles Sanders on touchdown! Yeah! Woo! Pick and Dak on touchdown! Yeah! Wait for it. Interception. Donald Hurley touchdown! We ain't done!
Greedy, you get a touchdown. Teddy, you get a touchdown. Let's get to the film. 4th quarter. Dallas is down. This is a huge play. 3rd down in the game. CeeDee Lamb, his best receivers, getting doubled. Dak Prescott does not care. Wall of humanity in front of him as well. Obscured vision. He does not care. He is ripping this football. Look at this into double coverage. I mean, look at this seed he throws here. This is unbelievable. I mean, look at the shot of this. Underneath defender, just over. We got a defender on the backside. Doesn't matter. What's the saying, Teddy? No defense for a perfect throw. That is it right there. And then again, 2 minutes left in overtime. The situation doesn't get any bigger right here. And then watch what happens. I mean, the center and running back take the same linebacker. And Houston, we got problems. This is the A-gap. Look at this.
They got it.
And the ball is coming, Teddy. Look at him running down. Dak Prescott does not flinch, stands in there, and look at this absolute rope. I mean, a 35-yard ball across the field. This is essentially the game winner. I mean, when you got a guy named Brandon Aubrey, that wins the ball game right there. And listen, these are unbelievable. Virtually every quarterback gets spooked in that situation right there. A middle linebacker running down, trying to kill you, right? Again, to not blink and to make that play is just unbelievable.
And we just saw the number on all these tight window throws. There are 2 perfect examples of them there. He's got all the confidence in the world. So Teddy is never going to let us make this all about offense.
That's right.
So let's transition to defense. We've got the 2 best pass rushers in the entire league on the same field today. What are we looking for?
Take your eyes away from the quarterback in this game and watch the 2 best in the business in terms of rushing the passer. Whatever they say on the basketball court, they're so talented. They can bring it here. Myles Garrett a couple years ago in week 1 with a little crossover step to get a pressure on the quarterback, and Burrow goes down. You see it, but he's taking it further this year. Come over here to the right side of the screen because that is an outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, and then pushes him back. And let me rewind this for you because slowly but surely, outside step, faking the speed, inside step with the inside, and then back outside. Look at the offensive tackle. He doesn't know what's happening. He's turning his head. He's backpedaling. And Myles Garrett does some type of Luka Doncic Euro step, and it's not even a travel. So let's go ahead and Euro over here to Micah. Come on. And show you what we got over here because Micah Parsons also can do the crossover he showed in Dallas. You see him right here with a little feint to the left and then coming back causes the pressure. Speed, of course, to run the quarterback, get the pressure, then all of a sudden there's an interception. But he has taken this game also to Green Bay, and it's absolutely incredible the speed that he has. You see, I can't even do this. I'm running out of breath. You don't see it right here, but boom, quick little step, then inside. Micah gets a pressure here, beats the offensive tackle, comes inside, gets a piece of the quarterback. You see what these guys are doing. They're athletes. I can't even comprehend.
Yes.
Is this basketball? Is this football? What is this? But it's absolutely special.
We got to get Teddy oxygen if that is possible. But it is outstanding. The one advantage that Micah has today, his offense. Probably Monday of the NFL season. 9 games in the early window. Cowboys, Bears in the middle, and maybe a dynasty hanging in the balance tonight. You know who we are. We're ready to roll. Let's get this thing started. Unique day today. We've got 5 backup quarterback situations that we are watching around the league. We got Jake Browning and Carson Wentz in Bengals Vikings. We got Marcus Mariota replacing the injured Jaden Daniels in D.C. We got Tyrod Taylor starting for the Jets in place of Justin Fields. And you don't see the name Mac Jones on your screen, but the expectation, and we'll hear from Shefty right now, is that he will make his second straight start for the 49ers. Shefty, let's get it started with all these quarterbacks.
Good morning, men. Happy week 3.
Morning,
everybody.
morning.
And the
Morning,
story of the day today is the backup quarterback. And we'll start with the Cincinnati Bengals, who never wavered in handing the football off to Jake Browning once Joe Burrow suffered an injury that will sideline him for a minimum of 3 months. Jake Browning, the same Jake Browning who completed 70.4% of his passes in 2023, the last time he replaced Burrow, which led the NFL in completion percentage. He threw for 267 yards a game. He led the Bengals to a 4-3 record, and Cincinnati is looking for more of the same from him. Meanwhile, Carson Wentz will step in for J.J. McCarthy today. He will set an NFL record by doing so. This will be the 5th different team in 5 straight years that he started for, culminating in today's start against Jake Browning and the Bengals. And the Vikings believe that Carson Wentz will be able to spread the football around and make a real mark. Meanwhile, the Commanders quarterback Marcus Mariota will play against his former college head coach, Chip Kelly, who he last played for at Oregon. Kelly went on to become the Eagles head coach, tried to trade up and draft Mariota, never got the chance to get him, but now as the Raiders offensive coordinator, Kelly will have a first-hand view to see Mariota replace Jaden Daniels today. And of course, the question will be whether Daniels can make it back by next week, and the Redskins or the Commanders are hoping that they can. Meanwhile, the 49ers are starting Mac Jones today. They will assess Brock Purdy pregame to determine whether he can be the second or third quarterback. He's getting closer to returning, but yesterday, the 49ers activated quarterback Adrian Martinez off the practice squad, a sign that he could be the backup today to Mac Jones, who the 49ers believe in. Remember, they think the environment elevates the player, and last week they elevated Mac Jones to a victory in New Orleans against the Saints. They're hoping for more of the same today against the Cardinals.
And once upon a time, we thought that the 49ers were going to take Mac Jones with the 3rd pick in the draft. Be something else if he winds up playing great for them here. Okay, so we got great matchups, and let's start it with our opening kicks. Randy, we got the Rams and the Eagles in Philadelphia.
Let's take it there, the divisional rematch, man. All eyes on me. I'm looking to see why Devontae Adams came